We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. No. Monday. 51, Mike 51.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stafford on 3rd down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better break. Check. Alert. Show it.
From the 38, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Dean Lowry able to get him for a loss of about 3.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. The field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4 now. 21. Small. No.
Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Detroit.
80. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Packers' 20.
We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
At the 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Second quarter of a Madden game. So maybe after. Let's see.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Yeah.
They get him to the ground right on
5?
the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball
I know
downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency break.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Rashawn Melvin in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Back north. 53, Mike 53. Watch the run, watch the run.
Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Yeah, bro, I'm down at him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Over. Push him back. He's coming. Double up. 30. He's coming. Double up.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell me, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Agnew now to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
I'm spinning this
now
girl
they got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
I just won.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Remember, Prater has hit from 64 earlier in his career. This one not quite as long, but good from distance nonetheless. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They get Elton Jenkins, the second rounder from Mississippi State. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now it's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw again.
Yeah, baby.
And left side here, it's Graham.
Yeah.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
No, sit down. Have a seat.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Son, don't come trying to eat our food.
Papa, get your little fat ass over here.
Screech.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Sister Williams. You have your own. Here. She don't want that. She got her own.
You want a tray?
She has her own, sir.
Papa, you don't even like those.
So?
Girl, nutter.
She's just eating a piece.
Here, give me that tip.
He gonna be bad. Step away from the food. You're not gonna be on 600-pound life of a toddler.
That's exactly what I was like.
It's crazy. I don't think I've ever met a baby who eats so much.
Yeah, someone has to move over or something.
Oh, that's me. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Girl, you be pushing all this stuff on the floor. You're gonna be as tight as feed the dog.
But you had some pooch, huh?
So this guy was outside the door when we were coming in. That's trippy.
That's hella funny. Yep. Big savage.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
You got to
change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Okay. Almost leaking this up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Begin.
Slash.
And I'm hating on my Jerome in the house.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time they have a
Throw the
powerful
oop
arm
out,
isn't the
bruh.
number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw
just
inside
holding
routes
square, too.
and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Don't have to go
Davis
on.
now to return it. Spinning past
Got him in
him.
the corner.
Right on, bro.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
Something for him.
And the Packers will have a short field to
I
work
thought
with
it was
here
going
as
to,
they
like,
take over
beat me to the
1st and 10.
corner,
Funny.
Good pass. Would you
On
put
first
your
down,
other
Rodgers.
You put that?
Throw left side complete. It's Adams. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
All right.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you have to hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings them 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Block.
A good run got
Hey, I got
7
the
on
block.
first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's some bullshit. That's my bad.
You put a body on him, I had to put it too long.
And this one's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ can pull that off. Meanwhile,
Brother,
on
did you
3rd
steal
down,
the
they take
ball?
a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
You trying to bait? I'm going to fake it next time, right? Not back out.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7.
These niggas is running
And a
on the
good
way. They
return
trust
as he'll
they
be
can
stopped
get it.
just shy of the 30-yard line.
Looking at it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel like a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Didn't see that pass even coming.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming. We got double up.
Good block.
Easy alert.
Here's Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
What's the matter?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Are these not playing?
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Clear pass?
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Being chased out left.
Oh,
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
Give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. The first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick.
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
That he will have
Even your mama
the
get back
first
so you can
down
go to
before he's
sleep.
tackled at the 12. Given 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. This will be snapped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on,
I tried to take the foul play.
line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Johnson again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Williams looking for a seam but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Well, I'm trying to get out the way.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
There's no way.
The Lions pressure.
Can I come get it in like 10 minutes?
Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Huh?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Trey Flowers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Don't know why I got that animation.
Yeah, what's that animation?
And again, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Rodgers now to throw. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
I hit that one. Wow, this thing's terrible. Shot.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Stafford now to throw. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This for the lead in the final stages. Prater's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
36.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.